Hello everyone, another memo hit our email box. So I'll be reading it right away. Good day, Ma. Auntie, I find it hard to obey my parents lately because their rules are just too much. I'm a grown-up man and I need a certain level of freedom. As a young adult, I think I should be able to handle certain things. This constriction has made me lose out on opportunities. Please, what can I do? How do I convince them that I've now grown? I'm not their little son anymore. Well, I'll say, thank you for sending this memo. But you know what? Your parents are your parents. Even if you be 100 years old, if they're still alive, they're your parents. So you have to appreciate that. And you have to also respect that as well. But you have to also acknowledge your parents' perspective. Somebody said something that what you may not see standing on 100-story building, your parents just sitting on where they are, they will tell you. That means it comes out of experience, comes out of they've lived longer, their experiences and all of that amounts to that. I would say, if you're still living with them and you're a young adult, do you pay the house rent? Do you sort out any bills? When you come back, do you buy anything, groceries or whatever for the house? What do you cover as cost in that house? If your answer is no, then you may have to still obey their do's and don'ts. You may have to still obey because you're not contributing to that house. That's number one. Number two is for your parents to still give you some little constrictions or level of rules and all of that. It may be they've not seen that level of maturity they expect to see at your age. Maybe they are not seeing you take responsibility as you should. Maybe there are some things they are hoping to see that at this level you should have been doing this. At this level you should have been doing that. And if they are not seeing that, they will keep breathing down your throat. And thirdly, you need to know that they only give do's and don'ts to children. They only give don't do this, don't do that. That's for children, not for an adult. So if they are still doing that, check what are you not doing well. Also check your own side. What are you not doing well? Are you aligning with their terms and conditions that should apply? Are you aligning? What are you doing wrongly? Also check yourself, because your action actually speaks louder. They are judging you by your actions, not necessarily what you're saying. But if you're doing all right and you feel you're of age and you can pay your own house, he who calls the piper detects the tune. So if you're old enough to own your own house, and you're old enough to pay your bills and all that, you're old enough to get married, then you may have to look for your own apartment and pay. And nobody will give you do's and don'ts. Nobody will breathe it down your throat. That means you're fully matured and responsible. So if they're still doing that, there are some things that are not aligning well. So check through again. Are you doing what you should do? Are you matured fully? Are there some gaps in your maturity, in your growth or something? You need to address for your own good too, because when you have your own home, you may need to be addressing that without people asking you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Right then you be the Odogwu of your house. You get it? So align, so that when you are the Odogwu of your house, you do it nicely. Share, like, comment. Is there something this young man should be doing that he's not doing, or you think he should add to what we've talked about? Have you experienced this before? Let's know how you handled it. More memos are loading. Stay tuned.